Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Morning Brew podcast. I am your host, Kayla, and in today's episode, I'm joined by my long-term friend, Bri, as we discuss our top 5 Marvel movie beatdown. Before you start listening, I just want to put it out there that there is a spoiler alert for MCU films, starting with Iron Man, going all the way up until Avengers Endgame and Spider Man Far From Home. So if you have not seen those films yet, proceed at your own risk. You have been warned. And without further ado, here is Bri. Hey,
Hi,
welcome to my podcast. This is the first episode.
I'm very excited and very honored to be your first guest.
I'm excited too. So for the listeners who are listening, Bri and I have been friends since kindergarten, and
In a long time.
we have what I would call very similar interests. So I'm really curious to see how our top 5 compare to each other.
I feel like you're not going to expect my number one.
Okay, as long as it's not Hulk.
Oh, it's definitely Hulk.
Oh my God. All right, so for today's podcast, we are going to do a top 5 Marvel movie beatdown, and I've limited this to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so starting with Iron Man, going up until what even is the last one? Was it the second Spider-Man?
Yeah, Far From Home.
Okay, so we're going up until Far From Home. So do you think we should start with the honorable mention and then go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Or should we go 5, 4, 3, 2, honorable mention, and then 1?
I think we should do honorable mention after 2.
After
Build the
2?
suspense to
Yes.
1.
Okay. Well, you are my guest, so would you like to kick things off with your number 5?
Sure. Okay, my number 5 is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay, and what is your reasoning for this?
I love it so much. It was originally my number 4, but I had to bump it down. It physically hurts me. The scene when he gets the little the climax between him and Vulture. And it was Tom Holland's first Spider-Man movie after Civil War, so it holds a special place in my heart. And he's just so cute in it, and it hurts me. And if a movie hurts me, it deserves top 5.
I really liked the Spider-Man movie. I'm a little bit sad that we did not get our honorary Uncle Ben death scene.
Right.
I feel a little bit robbed because every other Spider-Man movie has an Uncle Ben death scene.
I understand why they didn't do it, because we've seen the Spider-Man origin twice now. But it would have been nice to see how Tom Holland's Uncle Ben, because if his aunt looks like she's 32, his uncle must have been hot.
Yeah, I was literally going to say the same thing. His uncle must be a nice piece of ass if his Aunt May is looking like that. Okay.
And I love the Spider-Man origin story. I would have liked to see it again.
It's just so good. How did you feel about the backstory for Vulture? How did you feel about that?
I liked it. I didn't know a lot about Vulture because, I'll be honest, I haven't read a lot of the Spider-Man comics. So it was fun for me, and I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool.
I liked it. I like that they have their little garage, I guess you could call it, of all their tools. I thought it was an interesting motive, though. It seemed a little bit, not necessarily weak, but a little bit strange that he's just like, oh, I lost my job, so I'm gonna kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, it's a little extreme for the situation.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody who lost a job and was bitter about it, had access to these tools, the whole world would be burning, right?
Yeah, although that does seem to be the MCU on a day-to-day basis.
Oh my God. All right, my number 5 is actually Guardians of the Galaxy number 1.
Oh, that's a good one.
I put a lot of thought into this because originally I didn't think it would be in my top 5, but mainly that's because the second one I felt sucked so much.
Yeah,
It
the second one
was
wasn't as good.
not good, but yeah, the first one I really liked. I like that they had the dramatic backstory with like Chris Pratt and his mom. But I like that
Hmm.
they through the whole movie they keep the vibe like really light and funny. Like the characters are funny without being over the top. So like, Drax is Drax, but without being like, too stupid, I feel.
That was in my top five originally, but then I took it out after a lot of thought because
I thought
I
about it for a long time.
it's one of those movies that it's so much fun to watch that I can watch it any day.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's fun. The music is great.
Oh my God, the
The
soundtrack is so
comedy
good.
is great. The acting is great. Chris Pratt is great.
Yes. The scene where he goes to the prison and they hose him down.
Oh my God. It's
Man's
just
looks
so funny.
fine.
I like my favorite parts in like I think it's part of the opening where he's like dancing with his headphones and he kicks that little lizard thing across the screen.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was so funny. All right. And then what do you have for your number 4?
Okay, I put a lot of thought into this. I forgot about it until I was sitting in my room last night. Captain America First Avenger.
Okay, that's a good one. I really like that one.
I just I love watching his little like build from this scrawny little bitch to just Captain America. And I love the Steggy stuff. It's so cute. Him
Oh,
and
I
Peggy are
love
adorable.
Peggy.
And the whole dynamic with Bucky is so good until the end when I lose him. Um it's just it has so many things and then it set up so much for the rest of the movies.
It really did.
It's just it has a special place.
I really love when he comes out of the super soldier like machine and all the scientists just are staring him up and down and they have their hands kind of hovering like they just are inclined to touch his pecs
Yes.
because same.
He's all greased up coming out of that.
Oh, they oiled him down for
Oh
sure.
yeah. I also just love the aesthetic. Like I love the
It's so
40s and 50s
good.
aesthetic. I know that it was a terrible time for history. But the clothes are so cute. And if I had had rights back then as a woman, I would love to live in like the 50s
For
for
sure.
just for the clothes and the music and the 40s. Like the whole aesthetic of the movie is good. Also, Howard Stark.
Wow,
Mm,
Dominic Cooper.
Dominic Cooper is
Wow.
fine
Oh man.
any day.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was thinking about Dominic Cooper. Yeah, that movie's really good. I also like my friend Jenny and I have paused the movie in the scene where he's trying to enlist for the war and they show all his medical conditions and it's just like asthma, like scarlet fever, like all these things and I'm like, "Stevie, are you good?"
How that boy is alive to enlist, I don't know.
A slight breeze could literally knock him on his
He's
ass.
like on the brink of death every single day.
He's kind of like that the fish in SpongeBob that's like, I have glass bones and paper skin. Every night I cry until a heart attack puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
He's just so fragile. I love him so much.
And then he's got Bucky just there to take care of him.
You know what? Bucky in the 40s hits different. Like something about
Right?
the uniform and the haircut.
It's
Oh,
just
wow.
he's got that aesthetic. He looks adorable. I want 40s Bucky to take care of me.
I want 40s Bucky and Steve to just take us on a date to the fair carnival,
Honestly.
wherever it was that they went, the
Yeah.
Howard Stark carnival.
That woman who's with Steve is so
She
rude for
was
no
so
reason.
rude.
Like, and I'm this isn't just me being a Steve Rogers simp. She's so rude. He's like, "You want some peanuts?" And she looks at him like he's the most disgusting person on the planet.
She like didn't
Like,
even
what is
answer him.
that?
Like the man was just offering you some nuts. What is your
He's just
problem?
trying to be nice.
All right, my number 4 is Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, I love that
And
movie so much.
I've watched it like 4 or 5 times now. I think Taika just did such a good job on it, especially
Hmm.
because, in my opinion, Thor and Thor Dark World are not the best, mainly because of Chris Hemsworth's bleached eyebrows in the first one. Um,
The first one, his look hurts my soul.
it physically upsets me.
It's the eyebrows. It really
It
is.
is the eyebrows for me.
Yeah.
But I like this movie so much. I love the color scheme that they have. I love that they've got like the woman empowerment, like the lady army. I thought that was so cool. The music is great. The comedy is great. I love Korg. He's so funny.
Yes.
It's just it's just a good film. I also love Loki. Um, I'm a simp
He
for
looks so
Tom
good in that
Hiddleston.
one.
I love the Get Out scene or Get Help.
Hmm.
That is just so like this whole movie is just comedic genius. Like it's just funny.
Yes. I absolutely adore Ragnarok.
Like I don't know, it feels different than some of the other ones just because it is so lighthearted. Like I almost feel like this one is exclusively a comedy rather than like an action or a drama like the other ones.
Hmm.
Because even Guardians of the Galaxy, which is funny, I feel like it was still a little bit more serious than Ragnarok almost.
Yeah.
Something about it, I can't even place what it is, but something about it is just seems more like a joke. Like the whole movie feels like satire, I think is what it is. Is your number three?
I feel like you're going to be disappointed in me for my third choice, but it's Infinity War.
I like Infinity War.
Oh, I only think you'd be disappointed because it's not higher.
Okay, I feel.
I love Infinity War so much, and I wanted to put it higher. I couldn't, but I wanted to. It's just it hurts me so much the end. And like if a movie, I've said it already, but like if a movie makes me hurt, it's
Yes.
good because very few things make me hurt. And I've seen it so many
Me
times.
too. It is so good.
Like I went to the theater like by myself opening night. I bought tickets in
I
advance.
did as well.
I I sat there alone. I didn't care. I enjoyed every second of it. And then I went and saw it in theaters 4 more
Oh
times.
my God.
And then as soon as I walked out of the theater the first night, I bought it on iTunes. It's just they did to me it was this real like it's the climax of the entire MCU at that point.
It's
Like
just
they'd
so
built up
good.
so much and then it all came together in Infinity War and it's so good and the hits just cut like it hurts from the beginning. Like from Loki's death till the end, it
Oh
hurts.
my God. Loki's death had me sobbing in the theater, and I did not stop from that point.
No.
I just kept crying. You can hear his neck snap.
I don't like it. It hurts me. It's so good. Like I hate that they did it, but it was very smart of them to do because they really invested in me from the beginning. But I hate that it happened.
Me too. When I saw it in theaters, I think I was with Amelia for it was either the first time or the second time. It must have been the first time. And we went on like opening night, and I almost spoiled the whole movie for like everyone
Oh
else in the
no.
theater because our theater got out right as the next group of people were coming in, and I was in just such shock from the end that I looked at, the movie poster as we're walking out, and I'm like, she's dead, he's dead. And Amelia's like, shh. And I was
I walked out of that theater just crying over Peter Parker because
oh my God.
the fact that Tom Holland just came up with that hurts even more.
When actors can improvise lines that stab you in the heart, that really means something.
Right? I have like little like videos saved on Instagram of him just saying his that line.
Oh my
And
God.
every now and then when I'm feeling sad, I just go and listen to it and it just hits different.
Just those sad boy vibes.
Yeah.
My number three is actually okay. This might be I don't know if it's going to be controversial or not, but my number three is actually Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And like I haven't seen this movie in a while. Like I think last time I watched it, I was doing my MCU movie rewatch right before Infinity War came out. But
That was a long time
it was
ago.
it was like a long time ago. But I remember watching it and I was like, why is this not more popular? Like I love it. I love that they kind of go into the Steve and Bucky kind of dynamic, like post his fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time I saw the trailer for that movie, I actually thought Bucky was a woman. Like the scene where he's on the roof and Cap throws the shield and he grabs it and just like flips his head around and the hair is like flowing.
Ah,
I totally
yes.
thought it was like a really buff woman. So I think about that a lot, but I just really like that movie. I'm biased because I love Sebastian Stan,
You
but
are a Sebastian
I
Stan.
am. I really liked it, and then that whole scene where they're like on like that ship, whatever, plane with the glass bottom, and Bucky
Yeah.
is just beating the absolute crap out of Steve, but then he pulls him back out of the river. I'm like, wow, that is what a
Mm-hmm.
good boyfriend does.
I definitely I think my favorite scene from that entire movie is the elevator scene.
Is this the one where he's like, before we start, does anybody want to get out?
Yes, I love that scene. I love that that whole movie is like the big reveal that Shield has been the bad guy all along.
Yeah, I remember
I
thinking
thought that
like,
was really cool,
wow, what a plot twist.
right?
Yeah, I just really enjoyed that whole movie. And like I think that's the same one where Fury gets like shot or something in Steve's
Yes.
house.
Hmm.
Is Sharon in this movie? Is that the one where they're like neighbors?
Yeah, Sharon is in, yes, because I think Winter Soldier is the one where they kiss under the bridge, isn't it?
Under the
No,
bridge.
no,
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 no, no,
that's
that's
Civil
Civil War,
War.
yeah.
That's Civil War. She is in Winter Soldier, though. She is his
Like
neighbor. I don't know why I
I
mixed
feel
those
like I
up.
recall she's like doing laundry or something while Fury's
Yeah.
getting attacked or
Because,
something like
like, a
that.
little underarching point in that movie is like Natasha's trying to get him to date people. And he's like, no, 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 no,
Right.
no. And then he sees the neighbor and he starts flirting with her.
Right. Okay, this was at the point in time where I have very mixed feelings about Sharon Carter. I'm like, you're not Peggy. Also, you're related to Peggy, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah, their whole thing is a little like they get married in the comics and they are adorable. But the fact that he's dating his essentially ex-girlfriend's niece is a little like, really, dude?
Yeah, like that's just, I don't know, that just feels, I know it's not incest, but it kind of feels a little bit like it for me.
It's like dating, yeah, it just to me it feels like you went from dating her mom to dating her daughter,
Exactly, yeah.
which I know isn't the relationship, like it's aunt and niece. But like to me it's like, wow, you're really keeping it in the family, aren't you?
Yeah, that just, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way a little bit, but oh well, she's growing on me, I will say.
Yes.
All right, what number are we on? Two?
2.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, would you like to reveal your number two?
Sure. My number 2, Iron Man.
Okay,
Now, I know that it's not the best of all the MCU movies because it was the first one really that was like big, but like I mean, that's why I love it. It was the first one that really set up like the base foundation for the MCU to like build on. And then obviously First Avenger came in after that to add more. But like it was the first Marvel movie that I actually watched and enjoyed cuz and no shade to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. But when I watched them as a kid, I didn't give
fair.
I straight up didn't care. I didn't think Tobey Maguire was that cute and I am a very vain person.
Me.
I judge movies based on how attractive the actors are.
Fair, I do
I
that
can't
too.
help it. And it just didn't keep me interested. But then Iron Man, I don't know why, but like I've seen it like 30, 40 times. It's like my comfort movie. I'll like go back time and time again to watch it. I just love you get to see like he starts out the movie, he's a dickhead. He sucks. And then by the end, he's not great yet, but he's getting better. He's like turning into a genuine person, and I just love the character development that they fit into one movie and like how they do it. Also, I love the cave scene when he escapes.
Fair. It took me a really long time to actually watch Iron Man all the way through because when we started watching it as a family, like back when it came out, I got to the scene where I think it's Pepper's like pulling pus out of his chest hole. And I was just like,
Yeah.
ugh. I was like, I refuse to watch this, so I left.
Yeah, that scene is gross.
So it wasn't, I am so ashamed to say this. It was literally not until I was doing my Infinity War build up that I finally watched it for the first time all the way through.
No.
And I liked it. Like I used to not like Tony like really at all. But when I was watching it all the way through up until Infinity War, like I started out like, oh, Tony sucks. And then at the end I'm like, my dad, Tony.
Right? For me, he's always been my favorite character, but I think it's because like Iron Man just stuck with me for some reason.
I feel that. I think the movie that got me into like Marvel movies to start was actually Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, like way
Those were
one.
so good.
Was it? I can't remember. I think it was with you that we were watching the Kids' Choice Awards in like actually like 2009 or something at my house, and they had
Probably.
is it Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield were like presenting an award, and I think we both were like, "Wow, this man, we have to watch this movie."
Yes, I think I used to go over to your house every year for Kids' Choice Awards. I'd sit there and I'd just vote up until the date. Ugh, the good times.
Yeah, I vividly remember cutting out photos of Andrew Garfield and like putting them in my diary, like, wow, this is Spider-Man, guys.
Oh, yes. For me, it was the Andrew Garfield little folder, and then the what was it, Jerome something folder.
Oh my God, from House of Anubis.
Yes,
wow.
I still have the Team Eugene email.
Oh my freaking God. Oh man, I have the entire series on DVD box set.
I haven't watched it in so long.
You know what?
I think it's on Netflix in Canada.
We really need to sit down and like rewatch season 1 together and see if it lives up to our previous thoughts.
We do, because I feel like it's not as good as we thought it was.
I feel like it was actually trash, and we just really liked it.
Oh yeah, that and Unnatural History, which I can't find for the life of me.
It has disappeared off the face of the earth, but is Civil War.
Ooh,
and the reason that I have it so far up on my list is because I love that it was kind of the first time that everyone really got together. So, like, I don't know, I just think it's really funny that, you know, Ant-Man is there, and he's like, oh, hey, maybe you've heard of me. I'm like, I'm Ant-Man, and everyone's like, whom? Like, I've never heard of you. And then
I love every Ant-Man scene so much.
it's just so funny. And then, you know, like, Spider-Man, I want to say this is Tom Holland's first appearance, like, as Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I think that was.
And so I thought, you know, it's kind of hard to judge him based on, like, those scenes alone, but I really liked the whole airport scene, you know, where, and then Anthony Mackie's like, you know, I don't know if you've ever been in a fight, kid, but there's not this much talking. It just, it reminds me of my brother. Like, he's prone to just talking, like, kind of in circles for a really long time. And, I don't know, it just reminded me of Spider-Man in that scene. I thought it was cute.
That airport scene is so good. It's probably it's easily the best part of the movie.
Yeah, like, you see them fighting, you know, in, like, other movies. Like, I think, Age of Ultron, there's, like, some disagreements, but you never really see, like, a full-on, like, fist fight kind of thing. And even, like, you know, I am a huge stan of Nat and Clint. And even just seeing them and then Nat's like, oh, you're pulling your punches or whatever. I just think that's so.
Their dynamic is adorable. And if he didn't have a wife and kids, I would love them
I
together.
am definitely guilty of reading fan fictions of them together. I just really like that movie. I've watched it so many times. I saw it in theaters when it came out, and I remember, like, for some reason, it just didn't register to me that this Bucky was the same as the other Buckys. Because he just, like, the past times I've watched Captain America, I'm like, I don't care. I thought he was a woman. But this time, I don't know if it's like my age or whatever, but I was just like, damn, that there is a man. And I remember I made my mom come to the theater to watch it again with me because I was like, Mom, this man is like I will marry this man.
He is fine.
I enjoyed it a lot. I also like that, Clint is in this one. I don't know. I feel like they cut him out of a lot of things.
They did the entire Clint so
They
dirty.
really
Like they
did.
took away so much of his character. Like he's not
Right.
deaf, which pisses me off because that's like his whole, I mean, not his whole thing, but like that's a big part of who he is in the comics. And then they were like, no, let's not do that. And then they only give him like a total of like 10 minutes screen time throughout the entire MCU,
Is
it
that
seems.
really what it is? Like 10 minutes?
I mean, I don't know the exact figure, but it's small. Like he's barely in the movies. Even though they're like, oh, he's an Avenger. He shows up, shoots an arrow, and then they don't show him again for another 20
Like I
minutes.
love Clint so much, but I gotta say, after the video about Jeremy Renner's app, I totally look at him different and I feel bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his app was a total
I just see him in
scam.
anything. I'm like, hey, should I sell my car so I could give this man stars?
Right? But don't forget, you won't get all the stars you paid for. He's gonna steal
Oh
most of
my
them.
God. I just, yeah, I don't know. I look at him differently now and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. He's still good in tag,
Oh,
though.
that movie is great.
It's so good.
Okay, so I think we're now on to honorable mentions. So these are
Yes.
ones that slightly did not make the cut. Maybe they would have been like your number 6 or number 7. So would you
Mm-hmm.
like to reveal your honorable mention for this movie beatdown?
Sure. I feel like it's very controversial. I feel like people will hate me for it. It's Endgame.
Okay,
It's a good movie, don't get me wrong. I love it. I have only ever been able to watch it twice.
I feel you. Okay.
I can't get past the end. And it's just Tony Stark is my comfort character. I mean, Iron Man is my number 2. He's always been my favorite. And then for him to die, just physically, like I was sobbing for like 2 hours after watching it, which is so stupid. He's fictional, but I could not stop crying. I was standing in a Bath and Body Works crying over the
Oh my
soaps
God.
afterwards.
Mhm.
I just, but like, I can't say that I hate that they did it because it was the best way to end his arc, because he started out not giving a shit about anyone and he ended giving his life to save the entire universe.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And I cannot be mad at them for killing him off because it was the best way to end it. It was so good. But it just hurts me so much. It would have been my number 1, honestly, if it weren't for the time travel stuff.
Okay, fair. Is it because it's like confusing or because it's annoying?
No, they spend so long in the movie setting up the time travel rules. They're like, if you go to the past and you change the past, you create an alternate universe. You don't change the future. And then as soon as it becomes inconvenient to them, they throw it out the window to have Steve get with Peggy.
Okay, that's true.
I hate that so much. It is literally the reason why I couldn't put it in my
So it's
top
like a
5
discontinuity
because
thing.
yeah, it's like the biggest. They literally sat there and spent like a good like 20 minutes lecturing us about the rules of time travel in their universe. Like Tony went on about it. Um Bruce went on about it, and then that I don't remember what the leader of the sorcerers was. I want to say Sorcerer Supreme, but I feel like
No,
that's
that
wrong.
sounds right. Tilda Swinton, we'll go with that.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton. She stands there for like a good 10 minutes lecturing Bruce again on the rules of time travel. You can't do this, it's going to ruin everything. And then they're like, all right, Steve, you got to go back in time to put the stones back so we don't ruin the future of all these other universes. And he's like, all right, guys. And then he goes and he falls in love with Peggy again. Well, he didn't. He's always been in love with her, I should say. He goes and marries Peggy, and then he still exists in the same universe. Old man Steve should not exist. He should be in an alternate universe, not existing.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Also, she has a husband and kids. And the Russo brothers tried to say, like, oh yeah, well, from the beginning, we always assumed that Steve was the father of those children.
What?
He was her husband. They said it in an interview, and it's the dumbest thing. It makes
That
no
sounds like
sense.
a cop-out to me.
Right? Because, like, she straight up, when I think it's in Winter Soldier, I think.
Okay.
He's talking to her, he watches a little video, and she's like, oh yeah, like Steve Rogers, he was my best friend, essentially. She doesn't talk about how they were in love. She's like, he saved my husband. And then she talks about her kids. And she's like, now we're married, like we have kids. But then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, well, Steve was always her husband. What?
That makes it even weirder if he was making out with Sharon, if he was the dad of the kids.
Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
The whole thing is weird. I don't like it. I hate that they made these time travel rules. They drilled it into our heads, and then they went, nah, we want Steggy to be canon.
By the way, Steve is actually the father of Peggy's children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they said that. That's wild.
Yeah, I hate that they said that. That made it even worse.
I liked it better knowing that they didn't say that.
Yeah.
I feel like my honorable mention is also going to be controversial because there are so many quality movies in the MCU like world, but I feel like this one gets brushed over a lot, and so my honorable mention is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That I almost had that as my honorable mention.
Like,
that's so
I
good.
just feel like Paul Rudd as Ant-Man is, first of all, the casting is excellent. Like, I would not want anyone else to be Ant-Man. And there's just like,
he's so
there's
good.
a humor to it where it feels kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy or like Ragnarok, where like, well, first of all, also he has like his daughter. So I love that, I think it's that movie opens with them crawling through the boxes and he's taking her on an Ant-Man adventure. And I'm like, that is so cute. Like, I love when they're doing like parent things, but they're like bringing their kids into it, because I feel like a lot of the time they're like, no, I want my family to stay out of it. But I just like that he's, bringing the daughter into it. I like
I definitely like that they actually, make his daughter a person instead of like a lot of things nowadays where it's like, oh, they have a kid and then it never gets mentioned again.
You mean like Rollins?
SVU, I'm looking at you.
Rollins has 2 kids. What?
Yeah, who get mentioned twice a season, and only when Carisi goes, "Hey, how are your kids?"
Yeah, Carisi's like, "Hey, how's Billy?" I go, "Who the fuck is Billy?"
Right?
And then I go, "Oh, that's the baby because she has 2 now."
They actually like Ant-Man actually goes, you know what? He is the dad. We're gonna remind you, and we're gonna show you how good of a dad he is.
Yeah, and she like covers for him too. Like, I love that they show him doing all his like card tricks and his like drumming and all this weird little like, I almost said quarantine just out of habit just now, but his lockdown habits.
I also do love that they focus on the fact that, like, yes, he and the mom are not together. Yes, she's with someone else, but it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, as a child of divorce, looking at other families and stuff on, like, movies and stuff, almost every time there's a divorced couple, in a movie or a TV show, it's like they hate each other, they hate the boyfriend or the girlfriend, like it's a terrible
Fighting, like you're
situation.
endangering Cassie.
Yeah, which the first Ant-Man movie did that for a little bit, but then they were like, you know what? No, we all care about her. Let's be friends. And I love that they continued that in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think it's a nice like change from the usual narrative.
Yeah,
It's
I
nice.
know that they had I honestly don't even know if it was time travel, but like the quantum realm travel kind of aspect
Yeah.
where like the mom or whoever was kind of stuck in time down there. But I don't know, I kind of like, I mean, maybe it's because I don't understand science, so I could just kind of accept it and be like, yeah, that sounds legit. But yeah, something about it is just like I kind of just go with the flow and I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. I like that ending.
I love the ending of that. I also love how it ties into the beginning of Infinity War.
Yeah, I like that they definitely planted these little seeds throughout and then they really make it all come together.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, you know, Steve being the father of Peggy's children, but whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. I'm just gonna pretend that that isn't
I'm gonna
canon.
pretend like they didn't say
Um,
that.
I'm gonna pretend that he just didn't go and marry Peggy.
Fair.
Yeah, he's happy living on a farm or something somewhere.
Now they just feel like the old couple from Up.
Yeah.
All right, well, now we have made it through the list. We are to
Oof.
our number one MCU movie. Wow.
Wow.
All right. What is your number one?
Okay, my number one is a lot higher on the list than you placed it, but that's just my personal
Okay.
preference. It's Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
I love it. I have watched it so many times. I'll just put it on in the background. Like I love and it's weird for me for that to be my number one because usually if a movie doesn't hurt me, it's not my number one. And it doesn't hurt me a lot. Like there are scenes where I'm like, "Aw," but
Right.
it's just it's so lighthearted and it's such a change of pace from the usual MCU formula, which is very like lighthearted but very serious.
Yeah, I like that they expanded on like the Bruce storyline at least a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, all I've ever seen, nor will I ever watch the 2008 Hulk. If it's not Mark Ruffalo, I don't want it. Um,
I saw that in
oh, how
theaters
was it?
and oh, it was terrible. It's an awful movie. I remember watching it going, "What the fuck is this?" And I didn't know anything about Marvel movies at all. I didn't care about them. I went with my mother and I want to say I don't even remember who else I went with, but I went with some other people and I got a Hulk cup
Wow.
and I just remember walking out of that movie going, "What did I just watch?
I,
What
I
was
will
that?"
never get this time back.
Yeah. And then by the time they brought Bruce into Avengers, they said, "Oh, it's the same guy. The stuff that happened in the Hulk movie. At least I'm pretty sure they had said this. The stuff that happened in the Hulk movie is canon. It exists, but it's just we have a different actor because Ed Norton didn't want to come
No,
back,
thank you.
which I wouldn't want to come back
Right.
either after that. But like they'd set up these things and then they just totally threw them out the window, which thank God
Right.
but like Ragnarok actually made him a person.
Yeah.
I felt like before he just kind of existed to like spew some science crap, talk to Tony, and like translate for him, and then like turn into Hulk and run off
Yeah,
smashing
it felt the
things.
most like a Hulk movie than the other ones that we have gotten. And I like
Yes.
that, you know,
It
Bruce is not I feel like in the other movies he's just like, "Grr, I'm always angry. Grr, I'm Hulk." And I feel like this time they kind
right?
of go deeper into his personality without forcing the thing with him and Natasha.
Oh,
Uh,
I hate
I
that
forgot about that
thing.
until literally right this second.
Yeah, so did I. Thanks for reminding me.
Ew.
That thing is so dumb. Just, oh, it's getting
The sun's
late.
getting real low.
I hate
I
that.
don't even know what that means.
That is just so stupid.
Yeah, it's a
I
good movie. I like the character development with Bruce.
hmm I love the character development with Thor
Yeah,
too, because he was very before that he was a little he not a little he was
yes.
self-centered, and he's kind of like, I can do anything, like, oh, I'm a god, nothing can stand in my way. And then his sister shows up and his entire world is turned on its head. And I love that. I love throwing characters off the deep end and telling them to swim.
Yeah, how do we feel about his haircut?
Oh, his hair looks
I
so
actually
good.
really like it.
I his For the first time, I think, I mean, I loved his look in Dark World. Um I just, anything is better than Thor,
Yes,
the first
agreed.
one. But his look in Ragnarok is just so good. And like, I'm looking at my shelf and I have like Funkos of him from Ragnarok, and he looks so good. And Loki,
Wow.
the blue,
Oh,
he looks,
the leather
wow.
pants.
Also, we know that Loki and the Grandmaster, we know that they did it. There's no way they didn't. Like, there are too many hints.
Also, like,
The dude's got a ship for
this is
orgies. You
true.
know.
Also, we just need like a brief moment of appreciation for Jeff Goldblum because I totally brushed over him completely when I was talking about it, and I love him.
Jeff Goldblum is the best in that movie. He's good in any
He's
movie.
so funny.
I would love to see him in another movie.
I would too. I would hope that he could come back in, I don't know, some other film.
Right? Either the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie, because Thor's with them, or Thor Love
Oh,
and
yes,
Thunder.
please.
I would love just a cameo. Just let me see him one more time.
I love also that scene where they're fighting on the like Mario Kart Rainbow Bridge thing,
Ah,
and Bruce
yes.
jumps out trying to do like a Hulk thing, and he just hits the ground.
Smacks. They made it seem like it was going to be such a cool moment. He's like, I got this, guys. Jumps out, and then you just hear him smack on the
Which is so
floor. Just a
unfortunate too, because I
thud.
feel like Bruce is not always that confident in himself, and he was like, I got this.
Right? For once, he was like, I can do this. No, you can't.
uh,
I do love the plot that they did for that. I like that they destroy Asgard, even though it hurts me because it's so pretty. I like watching it be destroyed. I was like, no, all the buildings look so nice.
I liked the little opening too, where they're like Loki's putting on a play about his life and how he's so
Yes.
tortured.
Wait, I think he had, who was it? Mark. It was one of the Marks in it. An act. I know that his Chris Hemsworth's brother played
Yeah, I heard
Thor.
that.
I'm looking up who was in the little play.
Yeah,
Because who? Oh, it was Matt Damon, not
Matt
Mark. I was
Damon.
thinking Mark Wahlberg, but Matt Damon. He plays. I thought he plays
Oh
Loki in
my
the
God,
play.
I have to rewatch this now. I didn't know Matt Damon was in this.
I think, yeah, he plays Loki in the
Oh my
play.
God. Catch me rewatching that tonight.
Oh, that movie, Ragnarok is just so funny.
It's so good.
It's so stupid. It's just
the delivery
great.
on every joke is just aces.
Yes. And like, there's enough serious undertones that like it feels like there's something at stake, but they don't like overwhelm you with, oh, like this thing is happening after this thing.
Yeah.
It's good. Also, I just love when Hulk jumps into the ring and Loki's just, I need to get off this planet.
Oh my God.
He's got those Vietnam War flashbacks from
When
Avengers.
Hulk is like slamming Thor side to side and Loki's like, yes, now you know what it feels like.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, my number one is Endgame. And I
That's
thought
so
about
good.
it for a long time because I'm like, maybe it should be lower. But then, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, I like that it really combines all of the feels from the first Avengers movie. Um, like where Loki comes to New York and they kind of use the time travel as an excuse almost to like poke fun at themselves. Like, it could be kind of cheesy that, Captain America's like, I could do this all day. And, they brush on that. And he's like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I
Yeah.
love that they, gave Tony a family. Like Morgan Stark, I would die for her.
I love her so
I love that Pepper
much.
finally got a suit.
Her suit is
Also,
so cool. Can
the
I just say?
women scene in Wakanda is so good. I
Wasn't that Infinity
was
War?
it whichever one it's in.
Yeah, but there was the scene in Endgame where they all passed off the gauntlet. It had what's her bucket? The new woman. I can't remember her name.
I
Uh,
forget.
oh well.
I really, I don't know. I really like that one. I like not necessarily all the time hops because it does get kind of confusing. I like that they a
Mm-hmm.
little bit teased Tony's death at the very, very opening, and then they're like, just kidding, and then they're like, tricked you again. Actually, he is dead.
Right? It was Captain Marvel. That's who I
Oh,
was
okay. I
thinking
was
of.
like, what?
I do love her. I there is so much good about that movie. Like I can't get over the time travel stuff at the end, but like it is such a good
Like they just
movie.
bring everyone together in such a good way. So like you've got Doctor Strange, you've
Mm-hmm.
got Black Panther and Shuri, who I would also die for.
Oh yes.
I just it's so good. I've watched it too many times now, which is unfortunate because it's a 3 hour time commitment.
It is so long.
It's super long, but at a certain point, it stops feeling long almost. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, they've got Ant-Man and Cassie, and she's like all grown up now, and she's like, Dad? And I'm like, oh my God, my heart. Oh, also Clint being just like a bad bitch in Tokyo or whatever.
Clint is so hot in that
His
movie.
hair makes such a
His
difference.
he is so attractive that
And
entire
like the whole
time.
thing,
Even when he's bawling his
literally
eyes
him
out, he's
and Nat
attractive.
on shoot, I forgot what the little planet place was called that they went to.
I think I remember it, but I don't want to say it because I might be thinking of a Star Wars planet. It's very
Oh my God.
possible.
It was like Nevalier something.
Oh,
Then
was it
something like that.
Nidavalier? No, wait. Was that? Oh no, it was
Okay,
Vormir.
geeks everywhere are gonna be
Yeah.
so offended that I didn't know
Oh,
that.
I know.
But like I don't know, it brings back the same Nat Clint dynamic that we talked about earlier, where they're like they would die for each other, but they're not necessarily in love. Like they're just really good friends. And I'm like, what happened in Budapest? Like you need to tell me.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
I'm sorry if you can
Oh
hear the
no, that's
dog.
okay. Scotty's in here too, so I'm just lucky
Okay.
he's being quiet right now.
Nidavalier was a planet in the movie. It was the one where Thor went to forge
Oh,
his
okay, okay,
hammer.
okay. With Peter Dinklage.
Yes, we love
We
Peter
stand Peter
Dinklage. Game
Dinklage.
of Thrones.
Oh,
Yes,
we're
he's
gonna have to talk
amazing.
about Game of Thrones on another episode.
Oh, we will. I could go on about Game of Thrones
I
for
literally
days.
rewatched the Red Wedding scene like yesterday, and I was just shocked all over again.
I've been meaning to watch it again. So
Man.
good. But Endgame. We
I know,
shouldn't get
right?
off topic.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the time travel stuff because there are a lot of errors in their discussion like throughout the thing. But I really like that
Mm-hmm.
they bring all the characters together. I like that Tony and Peter get their little like dad moments. I like that,
Yeah. I love their
oh my
hug.
god, their hug.
Their hug.
It's just
Peter
good.
looks so shocked that he's hugging him. It's so
I love,
cute.
my favorite thing is, like the scene where they all come back and they like kind of reference like Winter Soldier where Sam's like on your left and then you're kind of like what?
Yeah.
Everybody's screaming. Also, when Cap picks up the hammer,
That was such a good scene.
everybody in the theater was screaming when that happened.
Oh yeah. I have sitting on my shelf, I have a Funko with Cap holding the shield and the hammer, and then one of Tony snapping his
Oh my god.
fingers. Those were the two best scenes in the entire movie.
Absolutely. The Tony thing really got me, especially now because he has Morgan. And when he's doing his little voice message for her, I was like
Oh
weeping. And also,
yeah.
like, the funeral, I feel so bad because I was sobbing, but I'm also like, the men look really fine in the scene.
They do. I still think it's so funny that Tom Holland thought he was
Oh
recording a
my
wedding
god.
shot. I still think that's
They're like, we can't tell
hilarious.
Tom what this really is.
No, because he would have gone and told everyone because he's terrible at keeping
Also, the fact
secrets.
that they had, is his name Harley from Iron Man 3 or whatever?
Yeah, from Iron
Two?
Man,
Three?
yeah,
Three.
three. It was three. Oh, I loved that. I loved Tony's relationship with Harley so much. I wanted to see him in another movie, and the fact that they brought him back. I mean, granted, it was for
Right.
his death. But still, the fact that they brought him back just to me meant that like Tony didn't forget about him, and I can pretend that maybe they kept in contact, and that just it's just so cute.
It gives me such a feel good kind of vibe that they bring all these like characters, all these references together in one big like
Mm-hmm.
wrapped package. Like I just felt very satisfied. The only thing I did not get was I really wanted a Steve and Bucky like with you till the end of the line thing, and they didn't give it to me, and I'm kind of bitter.
They didn't. I felt like we didn't really get anything between Steve and Bucky, which I thought was very disappointing. Cause like he has his moment with Sam when he's an old man on the
Yeah.
bench. And then Bucky just stands there and smiles. And I was like, dude, they stopped talking. Go talk to your best friend.
Like
And then
they
they
are
didn't.
codependent
And
boyfriends in love, and they did not give me a single solitary anything to think about.
no. All we got was what? As Steve gets onto the time traveler thingy, Bucky goes, "Be careful." And then he's like, "Nah." It's the whole don't do anything stupid. How can I? You're taking all the stupid with you.
Yeah.
And then we got nothing after
Which was
that.
cute too, but I feel
It
like they kind
was.
of
It
they were
wasn't the
hinting at the
same.
fact that Bucky knew what Steve was gonna do, which makes me feel like they
Yeah.
talked about it, but like I wish they had shown them talking about it before. Like
Right?
I just feel like they totally brushed over that whole thing.
Right. Also, let me just say the biggest crime that movie committed was having Steve shave his beard.
Fair.
He looked so good with
Beard
the
Cap
beard.
was amazing.
Beard Cap hit different. And then he's like, all right, all my friends are dead. Guess I'm going to shave off my beard. Like, no, keep the beard. Come on. Give us those dad
I know, and
vibes.
like
It's what I'm here for.
also like Natasha crying into a peanut butter sandwich is such a mood.
I love Natasha and her
I love
sandwich.
also that they didn't make all the characters like instantly get along. Like the little bickering between
Yes.
Star-Lord and Thor is some good stuff.
I can't wait to see how that develops in the
Also,
future.
the setting Loki up for like his show with the Tesseract.
Right? I'm a little sad when they announced that they were making a Loki show. I don't think he was dead yet. Or maybe he was. I don't know. When they announced they were making the show, I was thinking like, "Oh, yay, we'll get a show with Loki from his like character development point now." after like Ragnarok and stuff. But now they're doing Loki from Avengers. So I'm a little sad that we aren't going to get all those
Dang.
memories. It's going to be an entirely different Loki, but it will be nice to see how he develops in the future. Also, the WandaVision show is good, so I have high hopes
Okay,
for the
I
Loki
haven't
show.
yet watched WandaVision.
It
Okay.
confuses me, but it's not bad. And Disney seems to do a really good job with their shows. So I am optimistic about Loki. I'm always a little worried about movies being turned into TV shows or like movie characters getting shows. But Disney's been doing a good job, at least on the Star Wars side of things. So I'm not, like I said, optimistic about Loki.
I feel you. I'm really excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
The trailer that they dropped
Wow.
recently, it looks so good.
I'm like
cannot
so
wait.
intrigued because they have Sharon coming back, but also
Yeah.
they have Zemo from Civil War.
Yes, he's coming back with his mask for once.
I'm like,
I'm
wow, what a
excited.
choice.
Because he wears that stupid outfit in the comics, and it's so funny that I love that comic book villains always dress in the dumbest things, and they're like, I'm scary, and it's like, you literally look like you belong in a circus.
I like the costume change for Bucky.
Yes.
The haircut.
He looks so good. I've said that about a million people.
It's the
like,
haircut and the mix of like the black metal arm with the little silver and gold like lines. Wow.
It's so nice. I will admit, because Sharon is in it, I'm a little worried that they're going to try and do something between either her and Bucky or her and
Sam?
Why can't I remember Falcon's name? Yeah, Sam. I don't want her to become this little like, oh, Steve's dating my aunt, so now I'm gonna go date his best friend. I don't want her to be like a throwaway love interest. Also, I just really don't want to see Bucky making out with the woman that his best friend made out with. It's weird to me.
I agree.
I don't know why.
I really don't like when shows or movies, they like force like, oh, we have a male character and a female character. They have to be dating now. Like, no, they don't. Just let them exist.
Right? Yeah. And I mean, I didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for very long. I didn't like it. But they kind of did that with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, they had a somewhat even mix of male and female characters, and they were always like flirting with each other. At least to me, that's how it seemed. And I didn't like that. And I just let them be friends.
I know, like if I wanted to watch a show with throwaway love stories and drama, I would watch Grey's Anatomy.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I would go and watch Grey's Anatomy again, which I haven't watched in like 3 years.
I gave up when they're like Amelia is also pregnant. Well, we have successfully broken down our top 5 and then some.
Yes, and then some, definitely.
Grey's Anatomy and House of Anubis, amongst other things.
Oh, thank you for having me. We went off the rails. It was wild.
When do we not go off the rails, to be honest?
Honestly.
That's what you get from us. So if that sets us up for what the rest of the episodes will be like, there you have it.
It's going to be fun.
All right. Well, I will text you about any potential future episodes because I'm sure we will have many.
Oh, yes. I'll be eagerly awaiting your text.
Do you have any final closing comments or anything you would like to say?
Tony Stark deserved better. No. Steve Rogers deserved better.
Say that in the theater you were at and then walk out?
Yes. I also had someone walk up to me after Infinity War, and I was wearing a Loki shirt, and she went, "You must feel really bad right now, don't you?" And I went, "Yeah, thanks for reminding me." And she laughed.
Oh my god. Oh wow. All right. Well, on that note, I will talk to you later. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Hey guys, Kayla here. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was really fun to record. Clearly, I'm still getting the hang of recording and editing. If you have any tips for me, or if there's anything you would like us to discuss in future episodes, feel free to send me a DM and subscribe if you're interested, and share this podcast with your friends. It's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to this right now.